I'm in an area that I've never actually been to before. A beautiful, beautiful forest tract, if you will. Trails running down the side of the forest. Take a look at the trail this morning. Beautiful fresh snow. Virgin snow. Country road to my right. Forest to my left. Very, very, very nice location. The only footprints in the snow this morning are mine. Right where I parked my car in a little parking area. Yeah, I've noticed this area before, and I thought to myself, what a perfect little spot to hike some of these local trails here, which also, by the way, this time of year double as snowmobile trails. Anyhow, last night, a fresh falling of snow, beautiful, white, crisp, clean. It's not overly cold for Ontario. Right now it's about freezing, 0 degrees Celsius, maybe -1. I think the high today is +1 or 2. Looking at the trees, you can see impact snow on the trunks, which I always like. Yeah, you know what? Hey, Gary here with Gary Clayton Photography. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today promises to be exciting, and it promises that because, hey, I've never been here before, so we'll see things that are new to me. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what images we can find to capture. Hey, let's go down this trail a ways. Now, right ahead of me along the trail is a beautiful canopy of trees, evergreens, if you will. Beautiful fresh fallen snow, but what an absolutely beautiful little scene. So you know what? We are going to set up the tripod right here, and we're going to try to capture an image of exactly what we're looking at ahead of us. Stand by. Let's get the tripod set up. Let's get a camera on that tripod. Let's dial in some settings and let's see what we can get. Okay, we're down low on the tripod. Canon 50D, 24 to 70 mil lens. Keep in mind the Canon 50D is a crop sensor. A 24 mil focal length, around 38 mil on a crop sensor. 2-second timer, bracketed shot. There. You know what? It's the only shot I'm going to take of that. It's a bracketed shot. Let's see what we can do with that in Lightroom. Let's just pop it up right now. So there you go. That's what we got from that one shot. This promises to be a really interesting location to shoot. By the way, answering a quick question. About, maybe a month ago, I had a question come in about shooting in RAW or JPEG. And they asked me, do I shoot RAW, do I shoot JPEG, what do I do? Well, you know what? It really all depends what you're doing. But of course, if you're a landscape photographer, you are going to shoot everything in RAW. It's just the way it is. You want all that data, you want all that information that you can work with in your editing software. However, when I'm shooting a portrait shoot or a wedding shoot, I shoot in JPEG. I'm not going to make the massive changes or the in-depth changes to the image that I may do in a landscape image. Hence, I have no need to shoot in RAW, so I shoot in JPEG. But of course, again, for landscape images and pretty much everything else, I do shoot in RAW. Portraiture, weddings, JPEG. So hey, I hope that answers that question. Okay, so now, we're going to continue down this trail again along this virgin snow. Absolutely beautiful. Cars keep going down this little country road that's at the side of me. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, so people are on their way to work. But hey, we're going to carry on. Right behind me, right here, is a bush, small tree, still some fall color on that tree. Just sat there by itself, but surrounded by the tall, tall tree trunks of the evergreens. It's quite dark in here right now. We're deep in the forest, but the snow is creating a lot of light. Let's get set up on the tripod again. Let's just capture this image. It looks really quite interesting. Stand by. Okay, again, we're down low. 24 mil, once again, focal length. 2-second timer, bracketed shot, ISO 200, f11. Awesome. You know what? That could be quite an interesting shot. Now, little point I want to mention, I've probably mentioned this before in my winter shoots. Snow plays havoc on your white balance. Your sensor wants to make everything essentially 18% gray. It's going to dull down your snow. The white, crisp snow is going to look gray. This is one of the reasons I bracket. If I don't bracket, then I'll usually shoot 2/3 to maybe 1 stop over, just to make sure I have the white of the snow in my data. So it's just a little point to remember. When you're shooting in snow, think about, you know what, slightly overexposing for the snow. That's going to help you keep the snow nice and white. Again, perfect location right now for bracketing your shots. So what we did was, we did 1 shot, what the camera tells me is exposed, as I normally do. I went 1 stop under, 1 stop over, and I captured the image. Now, you know what? Just for the heck of it, and seeing, whoops, I just took another image, which I actually didn't mean to do at that point, but I'm going to go to, just because, whoops, finger problems here. My fingers are cold, and I apologize. Apologize about fumbling around with my camera here, but oh boy, I keep taking shots. It's just my fingers are frozen like little blocks of ice, and I can't tell when I'm actually pressing something or when I'm not. But let's just go over to my bracketing, and let's go to 1 2/3 of a stop under, 1 2/3 of a stop over. So nice and bright. But we've got the light there. We can take, it's much easier to remove light than it is to add light. So we've got the light there. Hey, you know what? Let's see what we can make of that in Lightroom. By the way, just a little point of interest, and I'd really, really love you guys to comment on this. For the last 3 or 4 years, I've used Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker, as my video editing platform, tool, whatever. But right now, I've just downloaded a trial version of Premiere Elements because I didn't want to get into another subscription, but I wanted to just take it a step further than I could get with my Windows Movie Maker. If any of you out there are using Adobe Premiere Elements, I'd really love to know what you think because that's something I'm trying, and we'll see if we're going to buy that program. But anyhow, let's move along. I just wanted to throw that out there just to get some comments. So comment down below if you would, please, because it will help me. But anyhow, we're going to move along. We're going to see what else we can find. We have to be very careful today. This isn't a hunting area. I've seen signposts saying that, and I am hearing rifle fire in the distance at times. So we need to be a little bit careful. But apart from that, we'll stick to the trail. We'll be okay. Okay, let's get going. Okay, from this particular forest where we are right now, one final image and then we're going to move on. But along the trail, which by the way, this section of the trail has been super well traveled this morning because there's a lot of tracks and it's all fresh snow from last night. So all these tracks have been created this morning. But if you can see this, there's kind of like what you'd call a dog leg or an S-bend in the trail. It's bending to the right, then to the left. Where does it go when it goes left? I don't know. I haven't been down there yet. But again, we're back up on the tripod. Now, we've changed lenses. I've gone with and please don't underestimate the value of your kit lens. I have gone with my 18 to 55 mil kit lens, about a 22 mil focal length, 2-second timer, bracketed shot, f8 ISO 100, and you know what? Hey, if we got anything from that with that kit lens, we'll pop that one up right now. Okay, so there you go. Again, do not underestimate the value of a kit lens. For the cost of an 18 to 55 mil kit lens, you know what, on my Canon 50D crop sensor, it's an absolutely stunning lens for the money. It's super sharp. It's obviously wider than my 24 to 70. On a crop sensor, my 18 mil at the widest end of that kit lens gives me about the 24 mil equivalent to a full frame. That's really as wide as I need to go now. I don't do any real estate photography anymore, so I just don't need anything really wider than that for what I'm doing. And just as a point of interest, with that particular lens, I have captured many images that have sold very well for me. So again, do not underestimate the value of your 18 to 55 mil kit lens for the money. It's an outstanding lens. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Wow. Yeah, it is. A little bit of snow falling. Beautiful, beautiful. Early December. December I think it's the 3rd. Is it the 3rd or the 4th today? I think it's Wednesday. Let me see. It's the 4th. It's Wednesday, December the 4th. Man, I really got to get on top of the dates. Okay, Wednesday, December the 4th. Yeah. Okay. We've switched locations. Right now, we're on a trail that runs right through the bustling metropolis of Glencairn. Well, it's not such a bustling metropolis. There is a gas station there with a convenience store, which also doubles as the post office. There's a handful of homes. The odd school bus stops there maybe once a day. That's pretty much about it. I've been on this particular trail before, although it was a few years ago. It's not a marked trail, so with the snow, I'm not 100% sure if we can actually follow it, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a beautiful little location. As I say, the river running alongside the trail, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, the river below there. Beautiful little spot. Bridge in the distance, a bridge we just drove over with the car from the last trail that we were on. It was about a 5-kilometer drive from that last trail where we parked to where we parked here. Further up this trail, it rises and climbs, and down below becomes a bending kind of river and gorge, and it's really quite interesting. But again, I'm not 100% sure if we're actually going to find that today, simply because I'm just not sure. Like here, for instance, I'm almost thinking, if memory served me correctly, the trail went to the left here. Although it's more open to my right. But you know what? I'm going to go to the left because that's the way memory told me to go, or tells me to go. But I'm probably wrong. We'll see. Okay, so my memory was functioning correctly. We did find and we did take the right path and we did find the location. Here it is. This is the gorge that we wanted to photograph this morning. The river below, the snow on the trees, absolutely beautiful. It's like a picture postcard this morning. It's a beautiful little spot. Okay, so again, we're on the tripod. I'm using my 18 to 55mm kit lens, an 18mm focal length 24mm equivalent, 2-second timer, bracketed shot, f8, boom, there's my image. And you know what, I'm delighted that we found this location again, because as I say, it's been several years since I've been here. We have shot videos here before, but anyhow, just take a look again. Beautiful little place, absolutely beautiful. Wow, I like it here. I really do. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Okay, time is pushing on, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to go a little further down this trail because there is another section of this gorge, if memory serves me correct, that's quite interesting. We're going to at least go take a little look and see if there's anything there to photograph today. Okay, let's pack up from here. Let's head further down this trail. Well, one more beautiful, beautiful location this morning. Overlooking the river, a different position about a kilometer further down the trail. Again, we're set up on the tripod. Low down here again, one more time. Everything's the same. I've changed the lens to the 24-70. I'm using my polarizer. Set to maximum polarization, 2-second timer. Bracketed shot, one more time. And there's my image. Wow, absolutely beautiful. You know what, it just simply doesn't get any better. Well, it does, but not today, not here, not where I am. Yeah, take a look again. Absolutely gorgeous location today. I believe picture postcard right there. Man, wow. Well, unfortunately, my time is coming to an end today. I have to get back to the studio, got lots of work to do, places to go, people to see. But you know what? It's going to be amazing. So yeah. Let's pack up from here. Let's go back to the car. Let's go back to the studio. Let's download everything into Lightroom and see what we've got today. I will talk to you next time. By the way, please don't forget, if you like what we're doing, please give me a like. Leave a comment. I will get back to you. Again, remember to tell me about the software you're using for editing video if you are doing that. I would really, really like to know. And I'd really like some input on Adobe Premiere Elements if anybody out there is using that program. Okay, we will talk to you later. Hey, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye-bye.